big surprise for today's NFP. So let me explain what happened, because everyone was focused on the NFP, but something else happened, especially on USDJPY. So yes, of course, the NFP surprised to the downside, minus 23K instead of 91 expected, and the previous one was 57. So this is even lower than that. So you have the reaction. So you can see the ES impact, the USD as well. We went from 115.27 to 115.67. USDJPY drop as fuck, okay, and the gold rose as well from this level to this level. So okay, before that, I already shared a quick video to explain the weakening and strengthening scenario. So if we look now, the weakening scenario was like if the NFP are 50K today or lower, it's gonna be bearish, and let's say not good for the US dollar. So if we check now again, NFP minus 23K, so this is well below the expectation. So of course this is part of the weakening scenario, and of course this is negative for the US dollar, but something else happened. If you look closely on the real-time line, you have some explanation about USDJPY. If you look the USDJPY chart, it dropped by basically 170 pips. But why USDJPY drop more than, I don't know, USD for example, or even why the impact on USDJPY is bigger than the one on USD? Simply because of Katayama. We're back with the intervention that happened this weekend. If you remember, they start on Friday as well, but on this weekend we got a crazy impact as well. And look, it's written that Japanese Finance Minister Katayama said she agrees with US Treasury Secretary Bessent that FX markets have been affected by move, not back by real demand. It means that they definitely did something, and that's why she agrees. She definitely admits that they did something. They manipulated the forex market, and especially USDJPY, in order to strengthen the Japanese yen. So this is like 2 minutes after the NFP, and now you start to understand why USDJPY dropped more than 170 pips. It's because of this. 2 minutes after the NFP, she said that, and the previous day they say nothing. They even say that they would just avoid to talk about it. They don't want to, answer the question and all this kind of stuff. So today was definitely the day to say, yes, we did it. And this is what she said. So you have the analysis if you want to better understand everything, but to make it shorter, that's why USDJPY dropped more than the other ones. It's because Katayama definitely agreed that they did it. She admitted it publicly. And the past few days, she avoided the question. So they use the NFP as a catalyst. Basically, they were waiting the NFP to say that, to admit that they impact the market on purpose, so the impact on USDJPY will be bigger. And we saw it. The drop on USDJPY is definitely quite crazy compared to the other forex pair. So of course, if you check USDCHF, it also basically follow USDJPY, but it's not because of the fact that let's say the franc Swiss is like the strongest currency or something. No, it's because of the correlation mainly. So that's why USDJPY drop 170 pips. You have the reaction explained inside prime terminal again. So if you only look at the chart or the event calendar, it's too late. You miss the move, or you don't have the full story. And this is part of the bigger picture, because now if you make the link, now we have the NFP. It's Friday, and last week on Friday, they start to intervene in the market. During the weekend, they intervene in the market, but on Monday opening, they avoid to answer the question. They don't want to talk about it, and they wait this crazy bad NFP to say, we did it, because they knew that the impact and the market will react fast. So that's why USDJPY dropped by 170 pips. So again, this is real trading. Macro is everything. Even if you trade all the flow, it's too late. You see buyers and sellers, but if you don't know why, it's stupid. You need to combine those kind of things with macro. So this is Fridays. This is probably the big move of the day, and you have the full explanation. This is institutional trading. So if you want to learn institutional trading, I put the link in the description to work with me. If you want to access to Prime Terminal and access to this data, same. You have 7-day free trial as well to try it. And yeah, think about it. They did it on purpose. This is real manipulation, but they know what they're doing. And if you were smart enough, you could have understood what does it mean. So again, happy weekend, everyone.